If you've been using Claude and wondering why are my results so inconsistent, or why do other people seem to get way better outputs than me, and the problem usually is not Claude, it's the way most beginners use it. And the good news is most mistakes are really easy to fix. In this video I'm going to show you 5 Claude mistakes most beginners make, why it hurts your results, and what to do instead so you could get way better results immediately. The first mistake is being too vague. This is probably the most common mistake beginners make. A lot of people type in something like "write me a blog post about productivity," and then they're disappointed when the results are too generic, boring, or too robotic. But here's the problem. Claude is powerful, yes, we know that, but it still needs direction. If your prompt is too broad, Claude has to make a lot of guessing. It has to guess who is the content for, what tone do you want, how long it should be, what angle to take, and what outcome you actually want. So when the prompt is vague, the output usually becomes vague too. So instead of saying "write me a blog post about productivity," tell something a bit different. For example, write a 1,000-word blog post about productivity for freelancers. Use a friendly, practical tone, focus on avoiding burnout, include 5 actionable tips, and make the intro attention-grabbing. This is way better, and of course you have to adjust to your own needs, but this is again how you need to form it. You actually have to give LLMs and of course AIs more information to work with. Now Claude can understand the audience, the format, the tone, and the actual goal. And of course that leads to stronger and I would say more personalized results. So the fix is really simple. Whenever you write a prompt, try to include the task, the audience, the tone, format, and the final goal. This one change alone will improve your outputs and results dramatically. The second mistake is treating Claude like Google. This is the big mindset problem. A lot of beginners use Claude like a search engine. They type in a short question and expect a short, perfect answer. But Claude works much better when you treat it like a collaborator or a partner, not a search bar. Google is for finding information. Yeah, that's true. Claude is for building, refining, brainstorming, rewriting, organizing, and improving your ideas together. So if you ask Claude one simple question and stop there, you're missing most of its value. The real power comes from the follow-up. For example, if Claude gives you a decent answer, you can say, "make this simpler, rewrite this for beginners, give me 3 better versions, turn this into bullet points, make the tone more casual, add stronger examples." Yeah, you can think of anything. That back and forth is where Claude becomes really useful, because the first response usually is just a starting point. It's also like a draft, and beginners often make the mistake of judging Claude or ChatGPT on any of these models too quickly. They get one average output and think this wasn't very good, but most of the time the issue is not the tool, it's that they stop too early. So the fix is really simple. Stop treating Claude like one and done search engine. Treat it like an assistant you can guide. This shift alone makes a big difference in your outputs and results. The third mistake is not giving Claude enough context. This is where a lot of prompts fall apart. People ask Claude to help with something, but then they leave out background information Claude actually needs. For example, they say, "help me write an email." Okay, what kind of email? Who is it going to? What's the goal of this email? And what should the tone be? Without this context, Claude has to guess. And when it comes to guessing, usually LLMs give you really average answers. The more context you give, the better Claude can actually tailor the output. Useful context can include who the audience is, what the end goal is, what's the tone you want, any relevant background details, and examples of what you actually like. And yes, one effective way to add context is by giving Claude a role. And I will give you one example I personally use. Instead of saying, "give me title ideas for my videos," for example, YouTube videos, you could say, "act like a YouTube strategist and give me 10 strong video title ideas for beginner audience interested in Claude AI. Make them curiosity driven, but clear." And this will give you much stronger response. And this is what I do sometimes when I'm thinking and brainstorming of video ideas. Now Claude has perspective, a target audience, and the final goal. So if your outputs feel disconnected or generic, there's a good chance you're not giving enough context. And this is a really simple fix. Don't just tell Claude what to do, but also tell Claude what it needs to know. The fourth mistake is trying to do everything in one prompt. This happens all the time, even to me sometimes. A beginner writes a giant prompt like this: give me 20 business ideas, rank them by difficulty, choose the best one, create a 30-day launch program, write a landing page, give me 10 ad headlines, and explain how to get customers, all in one prompt. And of course, Claude or ChatGPT or any of the LLM models will attempt to answer your questions, but the answer will be messy, shallow, or usually inconsistent. And when you cram too much info into one request, the output usually loses depth. It tries to do everything and ends up doing nothing especially well. This is why breaking tasks into simple steps works much better. For example, step 1, give me 10 beginner-friendly business ideas. Step 2, rank these ideas by startup cost and simplicity. Step 3, create a 30-day plan for idea number 3. Step 4, now write a landing page for the business. And the process gives you clear answers, more control, and better results for each of your questions. A lot of beginners still think bigger prompts mean better prompting, but in reality, smart prompting usually means more focused prompting. For example, if you remember first two advices, you ask one question, but give more information about that one question. You don't ask 10 questions just randomly in one prompt. So the fix is really simple. Break big tasks into smaller steps. Guide Claude to the process, one stage at a time. That's how you get better outputs instantly. The fifth mistake is trusting the output too much. And this happens with all the AIs all the time. This is one of the biggest beginner traps. Claude can sound very confident, and because the writing often sounds polished, it's easy to assume it's ready to use instantly. But that's really risky when we're talking about AI at today's stage. Sometimes the wording is repetitive, sometimes the tone doesn't fit your brand, sometimes the answer needs fact-checking, quite often actually, and sometimes the output is good but still needs a human touch. At this stage, AI should help you move faster with automation, with ideas, with brainstorming, but it should not replace your judgment. So if you're using Claude for scripts, emails, blog posts, social media captions, research summaries, or business content, you should still review it before publishing it or sending it. This matters even more if your content affects your reputation, your business, your audience, your clients, especially if we're talking about anything with finance. That's why the best way to use Claude or ChatGPT or any of these AIs is to use them as a strong first draft tool, not an autopilot button. Use it to generate momentum, then improve it, personalize it, and clean it up. Because if you just use the first copy, you're gonna be sounding like a robot, or you're gonna be sounding like 1,000 or like 100,000 other people, which is not great if you want to compete with them. So if you manage to avoid all of these 5 mistakes, you're going to be already ahead of most beginners, because some of them are just stuck typing same prompts and getting bad answers. And if this video helped you, drop a like and subscribe for more AI tips, tools, and tutorials about automation and many other things. So subscribe and see you next time.